Hey, it's Terry Gorry, and this is the Irish Law and Small Business Podcast. Okay, this video, short video, I want to discuss something that's sort of a pet hate for me, and that is, and it arises particularly in conveyancing transactions. When I'm acting for somebody who is either buying or selling a property, especially when they're buying properties, what often happens is the client, my client who's purchasing the property, who's very excited, will send me emails, but will also CC perhaps the estate agent, perhaps the mortgage broker, perhaps somebody else, perhaps even the vendor. My pet hate is receiving emails from clients in which either I'm CC'd or other persons are CC'd. And the reason for that is this. Say you are purchasing a property and you CC the estate agent, and you send an email to the estate agent or your mortgage broker, and perhaps one or two other individuals, and you CC me in it, and it's kind of a notice to me, this is what's going on, etc., etc. And we're all on the one team, and we're all going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. We're not. Bottom line is, the solicitor-client relationship has a number of things attaching to it, and one of them is a thing called solicitor-client privilege. You run the risk of throwing over, casting aside the solicitor-client privilege that you have in your communications with your solicitor if you CC your solicitor in emails to other persons, or if you email your solicitor and CC other persons as well. Bottom line is, and it's a very simple rule that I have, if a client is emailing me, I want to receive an email from him or her, I will email back. I won't be CCing other people except in exceptional circumstances, because, as I say, it's not in the client's interest to do that. The client does run the risk of losing solicitor-client privilege. There also may well be issues to do with discovery and or GDPR stuff later on, if there was any sort of issue or dispute or row or litigation about, for example, data privacy. So obviously the less people that you CC, the better. But certainly when you're communicating with your solicitor, there's no difficulty CCing your spouse or your partner if they're also a client. That's no problem. But by and large, I would recommend strongly that if you're going to email your solicitor, just email your solicitor. Forget about this thing of CCing the mortgage broker or the estate agent or a surveyor or the other side or the other solicitor or the vendor or whoever. Forget about that, and you won't then lose the privilege that you have. You have privilege called solicitor-client privilege in your communications with your solicitor. That whole question of privilege, quite frankly, is something that Trump is trying to play that sort of trump card in America, saying that he has executive privilege in relation to the documents that he took, which are actually state government or state documents. So he doesn't have executive privilege there. He's no longer the president. He's trying to claim that, but this question of privilege is the same sort of principle. But there is privilege, there's solicitor-client privilege, and there's no point casting it aside and not availing of it by CCing people that you don't need to CC. Hope you find this video useful. If you do, I would appreciate if you gave it the thumbs up down below. Thanks a lot.